Hello, just bring you back. Just a little catch up on the bike and the garage. It's Easter and it's cold, so I'll show you. I'll have a little walk round. I'll show you a little walk round. Alrighty. Lighting's not brilliant, but hopefully it'll come out. I've just been putting random doormats down. There was a offcut of carpet at the carpet shop there for a tenner, so I thought I'd have that. I'm using this a lot now as a workshop, so making a shelf for the lounge to put my trophies on. Since last time, I got this cabinet here, which I'm literally just using for all my a Kosh cabinet, basically. So just handy to have the flammable stuff locked away, and also see if we can get a good view of this. I managed to save all this racking from the it was about to go on the metal skip at work, so that's now here, and it's been great. Good stuff, good sturdy stuff, but they've replaced it with another system. It's out of a computer room or telecoms room. I think I might be a bit zoomed in here. Yeah, my blue tool stack is now with my next door neighbour but one. I've managed to get all of the stuff from the blue tool stack into here and here, and I would like really to at least maybe get rid of the top two layers of this and just keep the roll cab, but at the moment there's no more room in these. It might involve moving this around a bit and then getting some more of these cabinets here. But anyway, apart from DIY, I've been yesterday I've been messing with the bike. I decided to take off the side racks and the panniers, because basically I never use them. I use the top box pretty much all the time. The top box is obviously it's a BMW top box. I'll put my little rucksack in there, and then, like, if I go to work, when I get to work, I can take the rucksack out and put my helmet in there, and also if I'm just out and about, same thing. Won't have my rucksack, but just put my helmet in there when I leave the bike. So I find I do use this a lot, but I never put anything in these, so I've taken them off. So they would have been on the sides here. Also, I struggle getting on the bike with the luggage on it. For some reason, I've not experienced it before with any other bike. I normally stand on the foot peg and throw my leg over all of the luggage. On this one, for some reason, it doesn't quite work. I always end up kicking either the pannier or the top box. So, yeah, I'm not sure why. But also, what I did yesterday is I took off the mudguard here, which is now here. Of the family of f650s, some have the mudguard, some don't. The Dakar version doesn't have the mudguard. It is exactly how this is now, although it's got a taller front wheel. But anyway, I thought I'd just take it off there's a reason for this. I'm also going to take off this thing on the back, which is just flimsy plastic. Apparently, I don't know for sure, but apparently it's a German regulation thing. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it encompasses the whole chain guard and this back piece. And unfortunately, it doesn't split here, it splits here. So anyway, long story short, I'm taking it off, and there is available as an accessory, like an aluminium just chain guard, short chain guard, and then a little aluminium cover for here. Just covers up the speed sensor. So anyway, so that's coming off as well. But how I got here is that basically I need to change the tyres. They're still legal, but they're 8 years old, and it's typically square in the middle and cupped at the front. And I've also noticed these tyres, which I totally missed when I bought this bike. These tyres are tubeless, but they are spoked wheels with inner tubes. So I'm not too sure about that. So anyway, tyres need changing, and to change the tyres you need to take all of this off, and you need to take the front mudguard off as well to get them out. I've also got front brake pads to do. Just wearing getting on. They're wearing a bit on the how do I put this? They're fine, there's plenty of meat on them, but the inner is wearing slightly more than the outer, and they are getting towards the point where they need changing. Basically, the front brake pads need changing. Also, I need to change the battery in here. It's not the tank, the tank's under the seat. In here is a battery, and although it's full all the time, it's sat here. I've checked the alternator output, stator output, etc. She's charging, and I just don't think the battery's that happy anymore. It's one of the yellow Motorbat ones, but I have no idea how old it is. I've not taken it out. I've plugged in my accessory charging bit to it, but I didn't actually take the battery completely out just to see if I could find a date on it. But for the cost of a battery, and for the knowledge of knowing you've got a new battery in there, I'm just going to get a new battery, brake pads and tyres. But none of that actually stops me riding it at the moment, and I have been riding it. But even though this is a small bike, for me it's a small bike. I mean, in terms of stature and weight, I think it's something like 195 kilos fully fueled up, and 173 or 175 empty. So it's not a heavy bike at all for me. But for me, in my current state of health, which is not bad, by the way, I'm all right, by the way, but just old age, even this, when I've got all the luggage on and everything, I still find it hard to, it's not hard, but harder than I'd like to shift around. I think a lot of that has got to do with the fact that I've got a lump here, and then I've got like a 10-inch drop backwards into gravel, and then it's pretty much gravel until I get to the end of the drive. So I haven't made it easy for myself, but this is there'll be like an 8-foot long concrete slope here, and the floor will be level with the top of that for reasons. So yeah, taking off those couple of bits hadn't made a lot of difference to the weight, but not having luggage on it while you're shifting it about actually just, it seems to help. So anyway, I think now that I know I can get this little chain guard and little side guard here, I'm actually going to take this off now, and then I'll show you it with it off. So see you in a minute. Well, there's the odd bit and the front mudguard too, and give them a clean. Bit of engine degreaser on them and some hot water, so they'll get all cleaned up before I stick them on the shelf. And there it is without the bit on the back. So it'll certainly be easier to get the wheel out for getting tyres, and just probably look a bit neater with a small chain guard on. I will run it without the chain guard just until the new one turns up. That's going to be, it's Easter now, so it's going to be sort of probably middle of next week. Yeah, it is filthy, by the way, because I use it a lot, and strangely enough on this bike I haven't felt the urge to polish it, so I haven't actually cleaned this since I got it, so probably 6 months, 8 months, but I do keep the lights clean, mirrors, like, you know, all the essential stuff that you need to see out of or be seen with, I keep clean. I keep the forks, the chrome on the forks, keep that clean, keep the chain cleaned and oiled. So although it looks, strangely enough, it looks like a dirt bike, I do obviously make sure everything's important is clean and lubricated. So yeah, it goes against my time-honoured tradition of literally just polishing everything to death all the time and never riding, just spending all my life cleaning and polishing. So this is different. I don't care if this is dirty because it's a dirt type bike. I'm going to clean those bits now, and I'll maybe shift my car and then just get her out in the sunlight in its new skimpy guise. Well, that's them bits cleaned up, ready to go away on the shelf. And that's how the old BM looks now. A bit more stripped down. Alright, one little job I've got to do, I just need to lube up the centre stand. I guess all that crud I leave on it is starting to eat into bits, so yeah, I'm going to just lube that up. Right, we are done. The last dying embers of a can of GT85, just right on all the pivot points. Did the side stand as well, that was starting to get a bit crunchy. So yeah, when I said I keep it all cleaned and lubed in the important places, I was obviously lying. Right, that's that. I'll get myself a cup of tea and sign off. Right, well, with the car at the front, as you can see, there's a lot of gravel to contend with. One day it won't be, but yeah, we have a lot of gravel. So I'm pushing the bike backwards from in here all the way up there. Even that bit of pavement there, it's not easy to get up backwards off with the bike onto the concrete, so I tend to just go all the way up to the little road there. And yeah, that's it for today, and all I need to do now is get on it and go and ride. And oh, that's the point, I will be changing the tyres. I'm going to go quite extreme on the tyres. I'm thinking the TKC 80s. The reason is I do go off-road. Pretty much every time I take this out, I go off-road. There's quite a few places around me where you can legally go and do like green laning and stuff like that, and gravel, dirt, mud, grass, all sorts, and it's great fun, but not quite so much fun on these worn out old Metzler Torrents tyres. They're fine for the road, they're fine for a bit of light gravel, but I want something a bit more 50-50, so, or even more extreme. But as with most things, I've done a lot of research. Hang on, let's turn you around. That's better. Yeah, I've done a lot of research on the tyres, and still none the wiser. So, but I think I fancy the TKC 80s just to try them. Obviously, there's a few of me YouTube friends out there have had them before, and they seem to say that they're okay. So, I'd like to give them a go. Just need a bit more grip in the off-road parts of my adventures. So. I'll let you see when yeah, when I get them changed. But for now, I need to go and ride it. I need to go and find myself a battery and some brake pads. That's not desperately urgent, but you've lost me. Anyway, thanks for joining me. It's been quite long and waffly, but hopefully it's a little insight into how I'm doing and what's going on, and I'm having fun and loving the little BMW f650, even for me after an enormous period of time, i.e. 8 months or 6 months, 8 months. Last summer sometime I got it. Still loving it, so that's a first for me. Anyway, peace and love. I've been Springy, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.